Hey guys, I'm for Afsinreverie here. Now I know it's been a long time since I last posted a video on a Morpher review, and I haven't posted a video since Power Morphicon, which, as you guys have seen my entire collection on the Power Morphicon video, Power Morphicon was a huge success by any stretch of the meaning success. So yeah, I wanted to thank everyone I met over there. Had a great time. I met a few people that actually subscribed to my show prior to me even going there. So it was really cool to talk to them. I met a lot of cool people, honestly. People, admiring my Morphin collection, just people who love Power Rangers, talking about our favorite seasons, etc., etc. So now I'm finally here today because I have some free time because school, I'm caught up with all my homework, and took the LSAT already, so I do have a time now to do my show. And once this video, the Lost Galaxy review, gets 100 hits, I will shoot the next Morpher. I'm going to be more consistent with that as we speak because now I have the time and all the stress is kind of gone. There's still some, but it's mostly gone. So that's in terms of apologizing if you guys haven't seen a new video from me. And I do have a new setup because now I have my own office. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that to do my work in. So yes, okay. So the sign's still here, which is great. It was at Power Morphicon, as you saw. So we are not going to change that. And from now on, I will use the jacket that I used for my cosplay at Power Morphicon, my red SPD jacket. You know, red SPD jacket. I love it. I wore it to school one time when it got cool. People thought it was interesting, pretty cool. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm just gonna do what makes me happy and be myself, and no one really hated on it. So it was cool, to say the least. Now, before we get started on the Lost Galaxy episode, I wanted to show you guys my badges from Morphicon. I got a silver membership badge right here, and then I had a vendor badge since I had a Morpher display, as you guys saw. So yeah, I love these things. I love the art on them. You have the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger with the Zords and the helmet. So yeah, they're really, really cool. Power Morphicon was a success. I had a great time. Shout out to everyone that I talked to. Y'all were all super cool. And anyone that came up to my display, you guys are super cool as well. So thank you guys once again for making it successful for myself and just for everyone involved. Anytime you go to a convention where there's Power Rangers involved, it's a win-win for all the fans because we all love Power Rangers. Alright, so now finally we're here at the long-awaited Lost Galaxy Morpher review. Now, this review is long overdue. Right after In Space, it was definitely time to do this one, but I kept having videos. I had a video to show you a pink movie Morpher, which you guys can see. I had a video to have Power Morphicon updates. Then I uploaded the video from Power Morphicon itself in my own Morpher display being up for display at the convention. So now we're finally at the Lost Galaxy. Now, here is the box. I'm going to show you first before we get into the Morpher. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Bam, bam, bam. Morpher response button activates flashing lights and 7 different sounds. We'll get into that in a second. So yes, this is the box. It's in good shape. This is the back of the box. Comes with this little little coin. I don't know what exactly. Bonus Power Ranger badge. Yeah, it was like a little badge. Just has a picture of all the Rangers. Pretty cool. I still have it in the box. So yeah, this is the back of the box. Collect them all. You can also buy the other cool, the little stuff here you can buy. Lights. Okay, line up arrow on gold dial with the Power Ranger color. Then press button to activate one of the 5 battle sounds. So yeah, so it's what it does. This is the box. It's in good condition. I paid about $45 for this about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago. $45 for this in the box. In the box, it's a really good deal because right now you're gonna find like these. They're not that expensive, but they are kind of they're above a tier in terms of like more recent Morphers. Like they're not on the level of Turbo or Zeo or In Space, but they are on that next tier below that in terms of price. Where if you're not thinking of original Mighty Morphin, if you're not thinking of In Space, Zeo, Turbo, this one will be the next most expensive Morpher as opposed to those, because those are fetching big money right now. talking like anywhere from $60 to $100, and that's loose. In the box, you might pay $120 for like a Zeonizer. So yeah, so this is the next tier of rarity and the next tier of pricing. So expect to pay right now, I would say on a good day, $45, $50, to like $60, $70 in the box. And loose, you're looking at $45 to $50. On a good day, if you find the right bidder, you snipe the bid, it's going to be about $35 loose, and hope it comes with the strap because a lot of them don't. So yeah, so that's the market for these right now. So I recommend, if I recommend to everyone who wants to collect morphers, and I had conversations like this with people at Morphicon, the first ones you need to get out of the way are the earlier morphers, because you can find plenty of later seasons of Power Rangers. The easiest ones to find in my collection were the ones that were later in the seasons. So I'm talking about anywhere from, I'd say after SPD. After SPD, you know, starting with Mystic Force, they're all pretty attainable and easy to find. So if you're starting from scratch, do not just focus on the later morphers first, because those are easier to find, and you're going to stress yourself out if you get all the new morphers and then more time's going to pass, so you're going to miss the window of the few times these early morphers pop up on eBay, and you're probably going to have to buy them at a really inflated price as a lot of these sellers sell them. So start with the early ones first, gauge different ones, and make your decisions from there. That's the best advice I can give you. That's the way I did it. You know, I started with Zeo, then I went to Mighty Morphin, and then I kept buying a few more Mighty Morphin, as you guys know from watching my collection videos. So I kind of went in that order. Although I did buy the RPM ones pretty quick, not because I just thought they were rare, but that's like one of my favorite new seasons. So that is why I just wanted them in my hand. I wanted the RPM ones. So yeah, that is why I bought them. So yeah, just take my advice. The earlier seasons get first, because they're going to be the most expensive, and that's where you're going to put the bulk of your money in your collection. But it's worth it, because when people see you have them, they just think that's awesome. And plus, Power Rangers rock. So from original all the way to Samurai, anytime you have any morpher from any season, it's just cool to have, you know, just from a fan perspective. Now, you guys have seen the box. I got it in really good shape. No dings, no nothing. I'm pretty sure whoever had it just runs like a vintage toy store. And I forgot the name of the seller, but I bought an RPM morpher from them, the cheap American version one. I eventually upgraded to the Japanese versions of those morphers. But you know, great seller, inbox, worth it every day, all day, every day. Especially since it's in that tier that's below original, but above like the Samurai or RPM in terms of price. Okay, so let's get to the morpher itself. Here's the morpher. Let's get it out of the jacket. Okay, this is the morpher, right? So yeah, look at that morpher. It is pretty cool. The wrist strap goes along with the print of the show, which is pretty cool. That's how you know. When you go to flea markets, be careful. There's going to be people that just try to throw random, you know, bands on these things. But you can try to get a better view of that. Okay, there you go. Yeah. See, it's the print that's on their suits. So you know it's from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. The morpher itself is plastic, of course, but it's pretty good condition, as you guys have seen in my other reviews. The newer the morpher, probably the less quality, the least quality is involved. So this is still on that age where, you know, hey, we're gonna kind of start cutting down, but it's still a good quality morpher, as opposed to the Samuraizer you might find in Target today, which is just shitty quality. Excuse my language. So yeah, so be careful with that when you buy these loose. Make sure the band has the print of Lost Galaxy at least. Okay, so then you turn it on. Right away, it makes a noise. So here it is. It makes a beeping noise when you're waiting. See, there you go. And there's this little gold dial. Little gold dial you can turn. And if you line it up with the color of the Ranger, that's the Ranger you're going to want to morph into. That's the Ranger you're going to want to morph into. So right now we're going to put it on the Red Ranger, because that's my favorite. And Lost Galaxy is one of my favorite seasons. It's not in my top 5 by any means, but it's in my top 10. And I would definitely say the theme song for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy It's pretty cool. It's almost operatic in my view, but then again, I'm extremely biased because I love Power Rangers. So, you know, just the way it starts, you know, it's kind of cool. I love that theme song. It's like one of my favorites. That theme song's in my top 3. Okay, so here's the Morpher. It's on the Red Ranger. So now let's do it. Let's see how it looks when you morph. And I will not say it's morphin' time to appease the haters out there. So, good job. Okay, let's do it. Go, Galactic. Oh, you turn into the Red Ranger. So let's try that again because I was kind of rusty. It's been a while since I've morphed into the Galaxy Ranger. Go, Galactic! So yeah, so I would turn into the Galaxy Red Ranger. I would do like a spin. I mean, that's not how it goes in the show, but you know, I basically would be the Red Galaxy Ranger. In the beginning of the show, in the beginning of the Lost Galaxy season, they would do the Go Galactic, and then they would kind of like do this like in a background. It's kind of look like a sky, and the Ranger suit would come on, and there'd be like lightning or some sort of energy. Then they would morph. As it got into the later season, when Kendricks, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but Kendricks, you know, gets replaced for reasons that you can watch yourself on Netflix. And when they start morphing, it shows them dial to the color of the Ranger. So it's Go Galactic, and then it shows like the Morpher. It shows the Morpher align with the color of the Ranger, and then there's more like a lightning background, and they all kind of turn into the Ranger. So let's just go through the sounds of all the colors. Here's the Red Ranger. Okay. Blue Ranger. Okay, that's the morphing sound. I meant to say let's go into the battle sounds that the box said. That's the top button. There's 2 buttons here. Only 2 buttons work. The top's for battle sounds. The top's for battle sounds. The bottom's for morphing. So you morph with that, any color you want to be, and then this one makes an animal sound, or battle sound. Sorry. Okay, that's for communication. Let's try this again. Okay. Oh, it wasn't aligned. See, when it's not aligned with any color correctly, the arrows are all right here. If it's not aligned, if it doesn't meet, it'll make the beeping sound. That doo-doo sound. So make sure it's lined up with the color of the Ranger you want to be. So that makes a lot of sense. Come on, Chris. Alright. That's the sound for the Red Ranger. And turn it for the Blue Ranger. That's another battle sound. Turn it for the Green Ranger. Why that's the Green Ranger? I have no clue. Yellow Ranger. Okay, and now the Pink Ranger. Okay, it's not lined up. Okay, there's the Pink Ranger. Let's do it again. Okay, so the moral of the story is to make sure they're lined up, rather, I'm sorry. So the moral of the story is to make sure that this little arrow right here is lined up with the plastic little arrow right here to match the corresponding color of the Ranger. So right now we would be at red. Bam. See, it matches the 2 arrows. So yeah, this is a Lost Galaxy Morpher. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's one of my favorites. I love all my Morphers pretty much, so I can't really say I don't have none that I don't like. But it is one of my favorites. So yeah, this is it. It's pretty cool. Like I said, the price range for these, loose, you're going to pay on a good day $35 to $40 loose. And in a box, you're going to pay anywhere from $50, maybe $40 on a good day, $50 to $60, maybe $65 in the box. I recommend getting in the box, but if you can only find it loose, then go for it. And yeah, so this is the Morpher. Hope you guys enjoyed. Here's the box. Alright, here's the box. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do time constraints. I'm going to go ahead and till next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. This is Armor for Sleep and Reverie signing off, and may the power protect you. And Lost Galaxy is cool, so go ahead and check it out on Netflix if you haven't seen the whole season. It's pretty good. Alright, you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comments below. They're very, very much appreciated, and I respond to everyone's comments, so thank you. And have a great day. Take it easy.